I'd go from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
Tonight, we remember those who gave their blood to defend this country.
What's up, my friends? Bronze the Mythic, the show where we talk about Bronze the Mythic, Lord of the Rings, is kind of kicking our ass right now. Check it out on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, hit the buttons. Helps out a ton. Appreciate that so much. Just had a deck that seemed pretty good in our last episode, and things did not go so well. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Obviously, missed the last episode. Go watch it on YouTube. But what else can we do but just hop back in the queue and just keep on rolling here, right? We absolutely cruised to Platinum, and now we're in Platinum, and all of our decks have looked good. Just bad things keep happening. I don't know why bad things happen to good people. But here we are.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
So, let's get back in the queue. Shake it off, right? Shake it off, folks. And get right back in the game. Open a cool rare here, please. Or Minds of Moria for like the 7th time. I feel like I haven't opened a lot of the cool rares in the set. Just a lot of Minds of Moria over and over and over again. So, open up our pack. We see a Shire Sheriff, which is obviously a solid card. We get Lash the Balrog and Smite the Deathless and Glorious Gale, all pretty good. Grixis being the best colors in this format for the most part. And we're going to Smite here, I think. Red's good. Card's really good. Not much more to say here. This, you could color preference pick, I guess, if you wanted to, but I think Smite's pretty good. Passing Gale, Sheriff, Lash, and not too much else. Reminder, of course, the numbers here. This is the LSV static ranking for set review. And down here is the dynamic Draftsmith ranking, courtesy of all the games ever played on Untapped, as well as the cards you already have. Download it for yourself for free. Use my link in chat or in the description. Free to download, untapped.gg. Draftsmith helps out. Nazgul. All right, so we see a rare missing out of a pretty powerful pack. We got Nazgul, obviously great. Taking one this early is nice too. You can make it a second copy. We got Quick Beam, Friendly Rivalry, and then not too much else. Storming of Moria is fine. Lash is fine. It's funny, like, I think if you were like super ambitious and you felt like every single person in the world is going to draft black and red, like most people do, and nobody's going to draft green, I feel like you could take Quick Beam here and try and table the Rivalry, because this card often tables. If you were like, like if I was at a Pro Tour table and I knew everyone in the world never wanted to be green, like that could be a path. But we're not at a Pro Tour table. We don't know that about our opponents or whatever. Especially they the Nazgul here. But I think that is a reasonable thing to try and do. But yeah, to take the Nazgul. I'm not going to be talking tricky here. Take the good card. I want to get more than one Nazgul in a draft. That's my goal. Never have more than one. Mount Doom. A Stone 0 from LSV. Pain land for black or red. 3 mana to deal 1 damage to each opponent. And you can sacrifice it and a legendary artifact to just use up to 2 creatures and destroy the rest. I mean, I don't think we're taking Mount Doom here. It's kind of cool and all, but having a legendary artifact is difficult enough by itself, and then this just pains you every time you use it. Kind of fun, kind of cool, but yeah. So otherwise, the pack's pretty freaking bad. Torment's obviously pretty good. Fire Leaper's fine, if unexciting, but not a card that's like particularly great. And honestly, the rest of the back's just bad. It's just a pretty stinky back. I think Torment of Golem's fine. Fire Leaper's fine. It's not super exciting. Smite it out with Nazgul. I'll take Torment here, I guess. Sorry, Mount Doom. Cool, but not really what we're trying to do to pull off here. Mouth of Sauron, 4th pick. Mouth of Sauron's excellent. Really, really good card. EDB Mill, Amass, good solid grindy Grixis card. Splashing for Smite could be a possibility also. It could be a way to do things. Otherwise, this pack is pretty terrible. Theoden is good, but like in a kind of awkward color. Then Elrond is also fine, but not in a very good deck. So pretty easy Mouth of Sauron here. And then we'll figure out if we're going to splash blue or splash red or whatever else. Yeah, it's fine. Mouth of frickin' Sauron. Yeah, so decent start. Not too shabby. It's okay, A little bit of evil here.
Against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory.
Shadow Summoning, 5th pick. That card is very, very good, but obviously not really in our colors. Also, Improvised Club, Oliphant, or Lorien Revealed. The thing I really hate about this card is it's unsplashable. So, you know, you can't really use it to fix for your splash. It's almost worse than just playing an island if you're playing like one island in your deck. So, kind of sucks in that regard. You know, we're probably base black here, splashing red or blue. I mean, Kiss card can't be splashed, so it's pretty narrow. So, probably take Improvised Club here. Card's that's just excellent in general. And then, you just go from there. We had 2 of these last draft and 03'd, so not going to be going down that road again. Not that it was the card's fault. We just drew really badly, but... Alright, so Horses of whatever. Another club. No black cards at all. Although, to be fair, we could, if we ended up like blue-red and splashing the mouth, it's also not a bad place to be, but hit the club here. Club's great. Horses is fine, but we're not sure if we're blue yet. Isolation's okay. Nothing else here is particularly exciting, so pretty easy club. Join the club.
Do a barrel roll.
Not a great start. It's fine. Torment of Golem, Nazgul. Damn. Stinky back. Hobbit Sting, late. Also banished Edoras. So white seems a little open here, but we don't really have pivot towards white possible. Generous Ent. I mean, again, splashing green could be a possible thing too. Otherwise, this pack's just pretty damn bad. Feel like it's Hobbit Sting or Generous Ent. All the on-color cards are just too bad to consider. And we want to have the highest upside for a splash, or maybe moving it to white. I'm just taking the end. War Beast is pretty bad. Like, it's a card that like you just don't want to be involved with typically. Love Messenger. Everything else here is pretty mediocre. We're not really finding colors here, unfortunately. Maybe we're blue-red splashing black. It's possible. Jeez. Alright. Take the Isolation. Life Wound is passable. Rivalry tabled. If I taken that Quick Beam, let me tell you. This pack is actually just stone terrible. So I'll just take the Rivalry. I mean, we're not going to play it, but it's possible. Maybe I should have tried it, folks. Maybe we should have gone for the dream, because now we're up shit's creek right now. All right. Yeah, this draft is completely derailed. Now it's time to try and pull it together. All these cards are pretty bad. All right. Well, let's hope we open up some sort of direction here in pack 2. Did not.
Still a piece of garbage.
Bitter Downfall is pretty great, but like black seems completely not open at all. It's the only card we can like really take though. So take the Downfall. I think we're looking at blue-red splashing black. It is possible black is open this way. It's true as well. It's only Downfall. There's no other option besides Downfall. So take the Downfall. It's our 10th Fortune we've opened also. We get past Galadriel of Lothlorien. Also a Gandalf, Friend of Ashire, which is pretty sweet, honestly. It's a pretty good card. And then not much else. Just Gandalf and then a bunch of crap. So Gandalf it is. Another Theoden, the Knots, Quarrel's End. As far as blue cards go, we have very few, actually. One of those drafts you really wish you were playing in your pod, because this has been a pretty disgusting mess. I'm sure everyone else's decks are probably bad, too. We have so few actual red cards that like Quarrel's End just seems awkward. Delighted Halfling.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Feel like we're some Grixis base deck. I think I want the Gale. Jesus. Schmeagle. God, what is with these? There's just nothing in these packs. Like, it's 2 crappy 2/3s and nothing. Schmeagle helpful guide. We do seem fairly spell heavy one way or another. I'm just taking the Schmeagle. There's no playable cards in our colors, like whatever. Another generous Ent, and then nothing. Jeez. Oh my God, what a disaster. All right, take the Ent. Another club. So we'll just get like a bunch of token makers in back 3. Have that be our plan, I guess. Here's Lash the Balrog, sure. We're like not really that blue, but kind of are. Let's see, we're not playing this. Lordy. How do we save this one? What do we do here? What do we do? Wish I had taken that freaking quick beam, huh? Alright, pack 3. Open up a Bowmasters.
There will be no dawn for men.
Well, that's pretty good. That helps. Also, Foray of Orcs. Now all the good cards come. Foray of Orcs, Aomir, Bowmasters. Honestly, Rise of the Witch King would be pretty gas in this deck with our 2 Ents and tokens. Taking Bowmaster, obviously. Maybe this Rise tables. And, like, I'm not really sure exactly, but obviously getting 7 wins of this deck's not even close. Take Bowmasters, figure it out later. Bowmasters is also a token maker for our clubs, which is great too. Let's say we're not playing Rivalry. Scarecrow. Oh!
3 days' ride, as the Nazgul flies. And you better hope we don't have one of those on our tail.
Well, we did it. We got our second Nazgul. Not exactly a place for it, but sure. And we have Gandalf's Sanction also. And then a bunch of crap. Alright. Very different than our last deck. Our last deck was all commons and uncommons, super consistent. This deck is just a bunch of power cards and a disaster. Minas Tirith. Knots, Lorien. I mean, red is our least populous color. Maybe we're just not red. Like, we have 5 red cards. Yes, this is the kind of draft where you want to draft in your pod. Because everyone else's deck's probably bad also. But Lob Mansa resub, Beetle resub, thanks so much. Appreciate it. You're all great. Alright. Ring Sight. Not very good. None of these cards are particularly good, honestly. We just like a Sultai pile of garbage, perhaps. Might be the way to be doing things, unfortunately. All right. This has been some draft, let me tell you. Another Malthasauron? Sure. I mean, our card quality's there. We have good cards, you know. I really want to table that black-green card. Envelope. Survivor doesn't really help us on our splash at all. And we're like not that spell heavy if we're green. Which I think we are. Maybe we're not. I don't know. Another Glorious Gale. Storming of Moria. Jeez, God. Alright, take the Gale. Because the problem is our clubs just suck to having tokens, you know? Like, our clubs just don't do anything, so most of our red cards are just bad. Another Quarrel's End. Rise the Witch King does table. Just pretty good with our double Ent and double Malthasauron. Sucks, I want one of these too. Holy moly, folks, we got a deck. There's also a Lash too. I'm just gonna go ape shit. I'm just playing all the colors. I'm just gonna go nuts. We're just going off the deep end, folks. We got a pile here. Double Scarecrow. I'm in. Triple Scarecrow. Probably not triple, but alright. Let's try and put this. I gotta sit down again. My back hurts. I'm old. Try and put this pile of cards together. Alright, here we go.
Still a piece of garbage.
Let's figure this one out. Oh, I don't even want to see what Draftsman thinks about this one. Can't do worse than our last draft, so. Oh, yeah. Woo! Sub 800. They just don't understand my artistry here. We're going to put some art together. It's art time. This is an art draft. Wish I had a second Survivor. Pretty bad, honestly, but. Scarecrow. These clubs are terrible in our decks. We just don't have any freaking token makers. We have some, but. Okay. How are we going to make this work? How are we going to make this one work? Navigator, Gale, Survivor. This is 30 cards. We can just like cut the green cards, I guess. Just be boring. This looks like a passable deck. But the green cards are pretty... Double Ent Rise the Witch King is like a plan. I like to actually have a plan, you know, of some sort. The red cards are pretty bad, honestly. I mean, aside from the Smite, our clubs aren't very good. Our Quarrel's Ends aren't very exciting. So like we do like... Just add the green cards. We have Spider, Guardian, something like this. This is 22 cards. Schmeagol Double Nazgul is quite good, honestly. These Morgul Knife Wounds are pretty bad. Revive the Shire isn't the worst card either, honestly. Captain of Craphead is pretty bad. Willow Wind's also not unplayable if we need them just for playable. Started by Orcs. Revive's okay. I might Revive. This is 24 cards. It's pretty messy, honestly, but Fall, Isolation, Gandalf. We have Gandalf with Nazgul. Like, this deck at least does stuff, you know? Knife Wound's pretty bad. We're not really applying any pressure, so they can just take damage if they have to. I guess it's not the worst, but not the rest, but... Bombadil's Song is definitely interesting with the Nazgul, because it is an instant speed tempt, which is kind of cool. This card's just like pretty bad though. Honestly, it's like only good against removal spells. If it gave Hexproof Indestructible, it'd be great, but not very big of this card, honestly. Revive a Shire. Could play 15 lands. Yeah, we do have a lot of cyclers as well. Also, reduction is kind of bad, so I don't mind being a little more aggressive. I haven't played this card that much. You could try it. Knife Wound. Let's try it, sure. So Knife Wounds, let's cut, that's my one. 25 cards. I mean, it's kind of pile, but, I mean, at least it's the pile that does things, you know? Like, we have powerful things going on. So we have Rise of the Witch King, Generous Ent. I guess our sack outlets or sack targets for Rise aren't great because we actually have, like, a Messenger. We have Bowmasters, but we don't have that many tokeny things, but still, like, fine. I just wouldn't mind, like, a foddery creature early. Scarecrow is not great, but maybe it's better than Knife Wound in our deck. It's a creature to sacrifice to Rise. It blocks stuff. It fixes our mana a little bit. Yeah, I like that better, actually. Play Scarecrow. All right, let's try this. So we're going to play, like, 2 forests. Let's see. Maybe 3. No, I can't do 6. What's our mana? We got 2 forests. We've got the 1 island cycler too. This is a 7/7/4. That's too many. That's actually too many forests, I think. I don't know. I mean, the spider's pretty awkward too, but like we just need creatures early, I think. So a deck only a mother could love for sure, but let's see, Double Gale, Survivor, Bowmasters, Survive the Shire, Double Ent. 7/7 and the Scarecrow. Sure. I use their deck. So, alright, Sultai pile time, folks. And our last deck seemed good and couldn't win. This deck seems bad and probably win every game. So simple as that, right? Prediction time. Time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay, for our Sultai pile. Episode 14, we're currently in Platinum. Bronze to Mythic. YouTube folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll to the comments. Liking the video along the way. Seriously, folks, if you've been liking the video a lot, it's helping out a ton. Thanks so much, appreciate that. And, Believer, all caps. What do you think in chat? All right, let's go, folks. Place your bets. Let's see what we can do. All right. Chat is coming in once again at a bit of an even split here. So, there's opening hand. Chat coming out at me. We're going to keep this. Stands great. Spider into to see the messenger. Love it. Turn 1, Delighted Halfling. Sure. 1, Mirkwood Spider. Turn 2, Grima Wormtongue. Alright, well, I'm just going to play our Survivor, I think. Could leave up our... Actually, no, I can't. They have Glorious Gale, they have Halfling, great. Why is everyone just, like, absolutely teeing off on us today? I don't understand. Like, they just won't stop. They just go, 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 go. We're pretty close to drawing 3, which is pretty sweet. We have probably a cycle on Generous Ent and then a Glorious Gale and just cast the draw 3 next turn. Yeah, we also have the Messenger plus the Spider, which is pretty good. They have the Wormtongue Golem combo too, which is pretty good. Are they gonna do it? Yes, they are. Give the ring to the Orc. I'm sure Golem's not happy about that. And we're going to lose 1, and they amass 2. Alright. I mean, this could be... I mean, actually, now they have this, like, Wormtongue. They can sack this thing indefinitely, basically, but... So, kind of awkward, honestly, because we block with the Spider. We deceive the Messenger. If they just sacrifice it in response, I don't get my token. And they just get a 2/2. But, like, I think we kind of just have to do that. Like, it doesn't... I don't know. Because it's legendary. They get a 2/2 immediately after it. How bad is me not getting my 1? Well, it's not that bad, honestly. So I'll just do it. They could also sack their Halfling if they want and grow the thing, but it still dies to the Spider anyway, which I think it's great for us. So let's do this. Alright, so they do it, sure, that's fine. So we kill a 3/3 and they make a 2/2. And There goes damage. Alright, it's not legendary, though. Feels legendary, but... We sack this thing, get that golem, sure. And they can't counter golem by tapping the halfling. We'll see if they tap it or not. They don't! Glorious Gale. Ring Bearer. I think it's Spider. Then we're going to cycle our Ent. Love to see it.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
We're going to draw 2 here. Or draw 3 here, I mean. Mouth of Sauron, Torment of Golem, Mouth of Sauron, sure. Just say go. They've got 1 sorcery in the graveyard. I have 3 spells in the graveyard. It's pretty good. I'd say it's going pretty good so far, right? Not too shabby.
What about 11s? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
No. Feel like they're messing around a lot, but not actually accomplishing much. Which is cool for us, obviously. So do I want to torment them? Or do I want to just Mouth of Sauron and get our... We have 3 spells in our graveyard already. Obviously, we can mill over more. We're going to target ourselves with the Mouth. We could just torment them because, like, we're scared what they have. But, like, I mean, like, they had 5, 6 mana last turn. They could have cast almost anything if they had it. So... We could torment this turn and then attack with the orc next. That is true. That's true. Actually, I like that better because it's kind of like a pseudo haste. Sure. Let's torment first. Cornball resub. Thanks so much. Thought sees you. Could have a kill spell also. So hand is Celeborn and a land. All right, whatever. Sure. Eat that. Make it 2/2. Just say go. And then next turn we Mouth. It's also another spell in the graveyard too. So now we're at least +4/+4, if not more, on our Mouth of Sauron. We're gonna sack the halfling and what? But why? Maybe they, like, crossed their wires and thought they were getting back Golem or something? Because that play makes actual 0 sense. Like, the tiniest amount... I can't even... I don't have the words for it. I thought it was legendary? Maybe. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Every opponent does a weird thing. It's important to figure out, okay, they made a mistake. Why did they make that mistake? What was their thought process? I think that makes sense. Yeah, so they thought it was legendary. Because, like, you're trying to figure out what's going on with them, obviously. And that's an important thing to do. We're going to go land Mouth of Sauron on us. Grow our orc army. We mill over 1 spell. We get a 7/7 army.
Good lord. Gigantism.
We just send, right? This is sorcery speed. Cool. Just send in the army by itself. Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that. That's cool. Pow! You're up. No lashing necessary. Next turn we'll send the Mouth also and hope that it dies and play a new one. Alright, the opponent just... I don't know. Maybe they're newer, don't know what's going on or whatever. Listen, I'll take a freaking gimme, alright? Maybe getting beaten down in the last few drafts. I'll take whatever I can take at this point, alright? I'll also take a reminder, but I'm sponsored by Elgato. Elgato partner, proud of it. I gotta go back to the mail actually from Hot Pockets Elgato. I shouldn't open it for a little bit. I should have done that. But Elgato partner. Best gear out there. Key lights. Face cam. Stream decks. That's how I do that. I also have a capture card also. It's the best gear. It's super easy to use. Super user-friendly. Super high quality. Very, very proud Elgato partner. And all of this, you hear? It's all that. Just a little more care usually taken in the pressing. And this.
To bear a ring of power is to be alone.
So check it out. Elgato. Use my link, please. They sponsor me, and they're great. Okay. This hand's fine. We have an Island Cycler, a Gale, and a green. But Wormtongue hates hobbits. That's why he wanted to eat one. Makes sense. Pulling some tank here. It's weird because it feels like a fairly simple format, but it's also not a very rare-heavy format. I feel like most of the games you lose are not due to rares. Very, very stark contrast from the last format, March the Machine, which was a very good format, but was, rare dominant, just rares everywhere. So, tournament's cool. It's up first time, Shatter, Magic Reaper 16. Red, green. Red, green. Almost us, start of the draft. We thought about it, but didn't go that way. All right, play a nice, juicy 4-drop here. That's pretty juicy. All right, sure.
Get off my plate.
Ring Tempt. Get our Nazgul on. Legolas is pretty good. Looks very, very tame. It's like a 1/4 or whatever. But then you read the card, it's like pretty messed up. Play an Island, play a Nazgul. Now we have our Torment next turn also. Ring Baron Nazgul. Alright. What do we got? Smite? Sure, it's fun. Fun fact, the Grima Wormtongue actor is the same guy who voiced Chucky in the Child's Play series. Didn't know that, now I know. Alright, here's Torment. Hopefully they have a nice juicy hand here. Come on. We need a nice juicy hand here. 5-drop and 2 lands. 5-drop and 2 lands. I guess it was. I don't listen. I don't know, folks. Listen, this is a live television show. Okay, what makes live TV interesting is you never know what's going to happen. All right, our last draft, we literally got pooped on. Just now in this draft, things are going weird. I don't know. I can't control anything, folks. It's live TV. I'm just doing it live. I don't know what's going to happen. My opponents are crazy. They're just I don't know. They do whatever they want to do. I can't do anything about it. Sure. Mike in chat says, if this is scripted, Jim needs to fire his writers. That's great. Yeah, I mean, I feel like our bad decks always just have good vibes, If we have a pile of garbage deck, it just has good vibes. And things just go well for us, It's all about the vibes. I have a gas card much. Seems pretty good. I'm going to keep this. And we're going to set up for our Survivor casting Torment on turn 3. Really want to draw a land and not play this, not land cycle this. Alright, drew a land. Sick. I'm a survivor, blah, 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 blah. Book of Mard, whatever. Cool. Alright, there's a forest too. Up, Tron online. We got Tron, folks. Alright, we're going to just Torment into draw, I think. Leaving up Gale is like, whatever. Just freaking do it. Thought sees you. And we see a hand of Trebuchet, Spheremaster, Dunland, Ambush. Good to know about this, obviously. Dunland, by far the best card. They can Trebuchet and do that thing next turn, but that's fine, I think. Their attacker is a 3/3. I'm going to have a 2/2. Yeah, it's fine. This is going to make a 5/5. Yeah, just get rid of this. Alright, take up. Nixon Prime, first time chatter, says got back to Magic with his Lord of the Rings set and bought 3 booster boxes. Ended up with 3 Bowmasters, 6 Nazgul, the 1 ring, a bunch of really rare cards. Awesome, my friend. That's awesome. Cool to see Lord of the Rings drawing in some folks, either lapsed or new players. We have a pretty good attack here. It's fine. We are taking some beats here, I'm not going to lie. Here's a Nazgul. Nazgul plus Glorious Gale is not bad here at all. They are going to have Menace next turn, which is pretty annoying. But they have Menace and Death Touch. That's actually really annoying. Maybe we should take a hit next turn. We just can't we can't really block next turn anyway. So we just like draw 3 cards and hope the turn after is better. Yeah, it's gonna be our plan, I think. So let's Lorien into probably Mouth of Sauron. So just suck it up, take a huge hit next turn. We have no good blocks anyway. Not even gonna try to block good. Isolation of Orthanc and some lands, sure. So we can Isolation the 3/3 and then Gale also. It's not bad. Let's take a bunch, like a whole bunch. This is gonna be an attack for 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an attack for 10. Is what it is. Our blocks are terrible anyway, so. This is not an orc. That's also not an orc. To see the messenger is also kind of gas. Alright, so we have a blue off this thing. We can go land. We get Isolation of Orthanc, the orc, which turns off the Trebuchet also. And then have messenger too. I think we're actually in great shape here. I think it's going to be the big turnaround turn. I think this is it.
Poor predictable Bart. Always takes rock.
Alright, they're going to target what? The Erebor Flamesmith? Sure. We're going to Isolation Orthanc. We got to do this before the rock goes off. Hit that thing. And our blocks here are awesome too. So we have the messenger. And we also have now Mouth of Sauron is at least +3.
War will make corpses of us all.
Here comes the 2/3 Spearmaster. Oh, this is gonna be a blowout. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice 0-5. I guess I didn't actually kill it, but still worth it. Trick for trick is fine. Also want to cast spells so I have my bigger mouth. So let's go land Mouth of Sauron and have our Glorious Gale up also. We can attack for a bunch here. We are actually at 5. So maybe an attack is a little ambitious, but I think it's fine, honestly. They pre-combat a creature. Club, we're dead to club anyway, so it doesn't do anything. So Mouth of Sauron. 1 card in hand. The Gale is awkward because we will tap one of our blockers, but I think we should go for it. We should attack. This is a huge attack, so. Mouth of Sauron. Is there anyone in this rabble with the authority to treat with me? Target myself. Right, they have 1. I have, yeah, a bunch. So target me. Card's so good. Mill over a spell. So 8/8 now. Just attack. Yeah, I'm in. Next turn is, I mean, possible another one. Let's see if they kill us or not. Right, the longer we wait, the worse it gets, I think. So I'll just try and, like, kill them. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Woo!
Bingo!
Fantastic. Glorious Gale all day. You can attack? Go ahead. No good attacks here. Yeah, I think the random 5-drop common shitter creature is just like almost never where you want to be, you know? I mean, it's both or none, right? Like, I don't think it's one. Like, you want to do both and, like, just try and kill me next turn with, like, the Trebuchet or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of a thing, I guess, but... Or something else. I don't know. Haster. I don't know, but... Alright. Sweet. Unfortunately, we're a little flooded, but... We're going to Nazgul. We could play a second Mouth of Sauron and just, like, pump this thing up, but, like... They're not in chump block range yet, but they're getting there. Let's Nazgul. I could also pump the Survivor. Now they block with this, so I was Nazgul. I'm gonna make the Army Ring Bearer. And then actually I should have attacked first, whatever, but it's fine. Attack for 8. It's pretty big. Can't take 8 over and over and over again, you know? Like you draw a spell, for sure, at some point. Down to 7. Say go. This is what I was saying about the redundant legend copies being kind of awkward. It's obviously... Alright, they're just going to pack it. Opponents are just tapping out early today. Or in this draft, at least. Not in the last draft. Last draft, they were just ankle locking us, tapping outs out. But, alright, yeah, sure. I mean, again, didn't seem dead there, but... Alright. Look at this piece of art. This is an art draft. You know? Just art. Do a little art. It's my birthday party. Alright, I'll stick it up. We're gonna cycle an end here. Alright, Forest. Man, Lorien revealed the plus Survivor is pretty busted. Let's play... We actually want to play the Shire Scarecrow, so I don't want to cast Nazgul on turn 3, and I can't do that. Let's play this, so... Yeah, let's play Scarecrow. We'll have plenty of time to do this later, you know? But I want to get the Nazgul down. It's going to attack her and block her. Philian Kingfisher. Good card. Alright, so... Let's play our Nazgul. Ring Bearer. Let's go. It's funny having Nazgul gets the ring immediately. It's probably very anticlimactic. I watched a whole movie last night about these poor guys trying to get the ring and failing every time. Poor guys. They just really want the ring and really hate water. It's water. It's terrifying. Spooky resub, thanks so much. Tapping a blue for Survivor. Don't like fire, don't like water. Gandalf, Birthday Escape. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, well, Gandalf's great. Yeah, it's a good start for them. We've got another land. I mean, Isolation at Orthanc. Maybe Isolate Gandalf, honestly. Let's play this. Tackle our Nazgul. Playing Survivor now is almost pointless because like it doesn't curve. We're just gonna cast this next turn anyway, so just they go. They go to try and tempt. We can hit this in response. Fiery Inscription. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Poor predictable bard always takes rock.
Goodbye. To Orthanc you go, Gandalf. Flavor win. Gandalf being isolated on Orthanc. Diet Zul. Resub, thanks so much. Anyone flavor win? There's no negate in this set, right? What are they possibly thinking about? They're going to play Bombadil's song or whatever. It's off their Survivor. Just gotcha. What is going on? What are you doing? They're crushed by the flavor win. What is going on? What's happening? They gonna club me, you think? They gonna club? They're gonna smoothing of... Man, they are really pushing the Gandalf thing. Alright, sure. Alright, so... Soothing, Inscription... Chapter 4 on the ring? Damn. This is a really ringy deck. They're really doing their whole ringling thing. Crap, we're in trouble. Draw Swamp. Freaking Nazgul Survivor, I guess. I kind of want to draw cards, but like, we're just freaking dying. We have the Ent next turn, but this is pretty hard to block anyway. I'm going to draw 3. Oh, glorious Gale. What a
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
draw the Gale. Draw Gales while tapping out after they already play their good card. It's not good. Yeah. We're already at 8 and they have an inscription in play. Yeah, I think we're just dead. And can't even block. Probably have their own counter spells because they didn't want. I think that's flash. Never mind. How do we stop this freaking bird? The bird's got the ring between its beak. It's just totally unstoppable. We like Spider Nazgul here. Just leave up our Glory Scale. No, actually maybe it's the Guardian, I think. Alright. Yeah, I mean, they're going to give us Gandalf here, which is pretty cool. But, alright, this is a gimme.
Bingo!
Alright.
And then we're going to give the ring to... the Guardian. Or to cycle Oliphant. Yeah, we're up shit's creek here, honestly. We're already at 4 and they have this thing in play too. Yeah, I mean, you draw a kill spell. Simple as that. Treason of Isengard back birthday escape. Yeah, we're just dead. 2. Yep, Russia's dead on board. Wow. Their deck's good. Their deck's really good. Gandalf, Million Birthdays, Fire Inscription. Alright, let's hear the deck. Their deck's good. Spiders not having reach is bullshit, I agree. Totally not cool. Is this the worst hand anyone's ever had in the entire history of this format? Like, this has got to be it, right? Is there ever been a worse hand than this? We're going to keep. We're going to play the Scarecrow, land cycle. We can always revive the Shire, the Ent if we have to, for like the most backwards first 3 land drops in the history of Magic, but... Alright, so, Forest. Shelob is too old, dumb, and tubby to climb a tree. He might be right, honestly. Draw land. We have perfect mana now. March from the Black Gate. Draw an island. Easy, Tron. Just easy. Now we're going to just Spider revive a Shire, I guess, right? Sure. I can't. He can't do both. Shit. I can't. I have Scarecrow, though. Alright, so get this back. Make a food.
What about 11s? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
And then we're like setting up to probably just block the army. This is just not good at all. I mean, folks, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing over here? Alright, again, I'm going to point out my opponent's mistakes in this show, not to make fun of them, but this is just a heinous play. So we are already incentivized to want to block the army with our Spider anyway, because we want to try and stop the snowball. And then if it gets to play the Dunland post-combat and make a new army, that's really bad for us. It sucks. So I was blocking here regardless. But now they're just giving me the rest of the army as well. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good block for us. The Nazgul.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
We'll take it, but alright, so play a land. I guess we're gonna Nazgul and then search for a forest. Yeah, that's a real lack of foresight, thinking about how we're gonna block what we're going to do. So we're going to Nazgul and then say go, land cycle, probably Willow Wind, gonna build up to our mouth. Alright, take up. Someone offered $3 million to the ring? Is there a new ring development I haven't heard yet?
Here comes the money.
Alright, Dunland. Another Dunland. Sure, it's pretty good, but... I get a Forest. Some of the people who ordered single packs can't order sealed. There's nothing to do with the ring promotion itself. It's people being crappy on the internet. Mouth of Sauron, again. One spell here, no spells for our opponent. It's pretty easy Willow Wind. I would... They're going to have a 3-3. I have a blocker, though. This is fun. Stack. Double block, great. They don't. Great. Two lands in the shitter. Your turn. Mordor Muster. That was the wrong button. Take 4, no problem. Again, we're going to have to line up our Death Toucher on this army, I think, because the march is marching on. Oh, when the orcs go marching in. Oh, when the orcs... Play Rider, say go. We draw Bitter Downfall. Again, Mouth of Sauron here, not the best. We each have one spell so far. We get our flyer on, play Mouth, and then probably double block this thing, actually. That's not bad. Do I have them or me? Because the thing is that I probably have more spells in my deck than they do, so... And then we're going to block with the Mouth and the... This is a bad trade, though. That's fine. It's time for 3. 8 for 3. Alright, myself. Mill over Gandalf, Nazgul, land. Mega unlucky, but is what it is. Oh, it's gonna be blocked? You're right. Yeah, this could have came in, too. Alright, so... Only hit 1. I really want to hit 1 more than that, honestly. It's pretty crappy, but sure. Alright, block the Nazgul. It's fine. Take 2. Reset their army. Easterling Vanguard. Took Reaper. Sure. So, as long as I don't restart their army, this card does nothing. That's a pretty cool draw, honestly. Yeah, we'll just chill. Draw 3 cards. Give our blockers back. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this card. Pretty good one. Bowmaster, say go. Our blocks here are great. We're winning the race. Schmeagle. Now I actually want a creature to die for Schmeagle too, so... Crush, resub, thanks so much. Bowmaster, Schmeagle. How good would the Black Breath here be, huh? Let's think for a second. I want one of my things to die so I can Schmeagle trigger. This would give them an army, though? Is that fine? I think that's fine. Attack like this. Sauron too. They have a lot of attackers, obviously. It's kind of a little scary. I'm going to play Schmeagle, which does not block well, and then Bowmasters, which does block really well. And reset, thanks so much. Yeah, just attack. You figure it out. Love it. Love it. Okay. I want this to die, so this is fine. So, they get an Orc, but, like, it's just too slow this way. They have a 1-1, it'll be a 2-2, that's totally fine. We have Bowmaster and Schmeagle here. And Gale, too, actually, if we want it. Gonna put the ring on the Westfold Rider, which is kind of an odd choice, honestly. We're gonna Schmeagle and just say go. Like I'm untapped. It's tapped. Alright. End step, ring tapped. Put it on my Orc. We get a Swamp, and they mill over a Troll and an Eagles. Those are both pretty good draw cards to draw. Lucky. What do you got, friend? Sam's desperate rescue on the Eagle. All right, so we see here we got a nice little Glorious Gale coming in for the charge here. Pow!
Get off my plane.
And now their attacks all suck. This blocks this. I'll trade Schmeagle for the Rider. I don't even care. Schmeagle did its job. This goes here. Don't want to die. We're super far ahead, so we just do this. Untap and draw lands. Now we have 8 mana. 5 and 2s. Good. Our Ring Bearer is not particularly important. We have Mouth of Sauron, which grows it. Let's just do that. So, this Bowmaster grows it too, but let's Mouth targeting sorcery. We've got a bunch more than that, sure. Mouth Sauron. Target this. Now we have a 5/5. Not quite lethal, pretty close. We loot. Discard a land because our hand's gas. Yeah. I think we're in good shape this game. Alright, you're 4, your turn. GLHF. Cool. Cool. We'll take it. I think it was super under, you're right. Alright, this is a really ugly hand, but our deck's kind of ugly in general. I'm just going to keep this. Any land gets us a Navigator, which can scry to our stuff. Let's keep this. Mama's 22. Phyrexia. Yeah, I don't recall the last format we actually got the under, so. Alright, so here's a Haunt. Need to draw any land or Land Cycler to get our Navigator going. Or Mirror Guardian, that works too. Nimble Hobbit. Draw the land, easy game. Oh, it's a good one too. It blocks both their creatures very well. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Ha 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 ha! By God! That's Great Haven Navigator's music! Scry. Looking for a green land. Deceive the Messenger, bottom. And we're going to block the whole Nimble Hobbit if they let us. Could have a sting here. Blocking it. One was 19 drafts, okay. Really, taking this one to heart here. Gonna make Nimble Hobbit a 2/2, you know? They're gonna Orcish Medicine and give it Indestructible. Wow. That's awesome. Beautiful. Generous Ent. Love it. Far cycling. We're gonna Mirror Guardian set up for Schmeagle next turn, I think. Yeah. We actually can go Schmeagle and then Lash the Balrog and get bunch triggers, but let's attack for 3 and play the Guardian. Good deal. I think that's the kind of spot where, like, it happens a lot in poker, where when you make a mistake, it's really important to not compound your own mistake and make it worse, right? Not even saying that that attack was a mistake, but something went wrong, and they, instead of being like, okay, I got whatever it is what it is, they've panicked and decided, well, what can I possibly do to get out of this? And, like, they just traded Orcish Medicine for nothing. Like, they basically turned Orcish Medicine into, like, keep this thing alive, make it 1/1. I guess that was, like, 2 mana to, like, it was 2 mana for a 1/3 and a 1/1. If you want to look at it like that. Because, like, they were going to lose this anyway. But, like, is that even good? Like, I don't think so, you know? So, alright. So, Mirror Guardians here. We want to get Schmeagle going. We want to kill Gothmog. So we could like Schmeagle and then lash the Balrog and kill the Gothmog. The tempt would trigger this and get a land, and then end step it would trigger again and then get a land. It's kind of cool, honestly. Schmeagle. Killing Gothmog is pretty important. If they're black-white, they have a lot of tokeny stuff, probably. Losing a 4-2 to do it kind of stinks, but... Yeah, let's do it. That seems fun. Here's Schmeagle. We're going to lash the Balrog. We're going to sack creature, kill Gothmog, sack the Guardian. We're going to put the ring on the Navigator, I think. And then we're going to get a Plains. We're going to mill over a whole bunch of cards. The mill also helps Mouth of Sauron, too, which is nice. So we milled over a couple spells. Medicine, Farthing, Rider, Gondor, Precious. Sure. If we attack with the Navigator, not necessary. And then no attacks. Triggers again. Give it to Navigator again. Get a land. That was off the top. So 2 lands. Kind of cool. Chris says, gonna draft the LGS tonight. What to draft? I mean, black and red are the best colors, but whatever's open, you know? Yeah, I like Schmeagle a lot. It's kind of a weird card, but... Urkai Berserker. Alright, they're gonna go for their own ring. Alright, we don't want our creature to die on our turn, so we'll just take the damage here, this is fine. And then we're gonna untap. Play a Shire Terror, sure. We can Mouth of Sauron and Scarecrow here. It's pretty cool. Let's send in our Navigator. Flight of a Navigator. They're probably not going to block it, but we get the loot here too. It's kind of cool. Ooh, Glorious Gale, sweet. Let's dump Scarecrow. Screw it. They're going to block and trade? I get to go Schmeagle again? Wow, that's awesome. Alright, Mouth of Sauron leaving a blue. I don't have any blue. No! I screwed up. I'm dumb. Whatever. Alright, yeah, I obviously leaving a Mouth of Sauron plus Glorious Gale would be the ideal scenario, but given that I didn't actually have 2 blue, I probably should have kept the Shire Scarecrow, but whatever. Alright, so you play Mouth of Sauron. I'm going to mill them. Or else I might just deck them too. It's also a possibility as well. Mouth of Sauron. Mill them. And then we're going to... So they've got 4. They're trigger us again. Schmeagle triggers. We're going to put the ring on the mouth, I think. Creature we want to die. And they're going to... Oh, man. Top card was a land. No mill. That sucks. Alright, so... Glorious Gale and Isolation. We have the mill plus Isolation Bland, which is kind of cool, too. This deck's gas. It's all about the fun shitter decks that do well, not the... No. Flavor fail! Claim the Precious, kill Schmeagle? That's not how it's supposed to work. Alright. Gore Bag of Meanest Morgul. Sure. Alright, now we're flooding. That's not good. Alright, so... We get to loot here off our mouth, which is pretty good. We're just going to attack with both. We have our Isolation too, so attack with both. Only one island is kind of annoying, but... Oh, well, there you go. Alright, so... That's not how the Force works. Will they double block? Probably not. Jump block with the Haunt. They have 2 legends right now. Sure. So we're taking 5 on the backswing. It's not ideal. Honestly. Gotta hold this land to loot next turn, so just say go. We might just Isolation. I don't know. 5's a decent hit. We'll see what they do. Let's see what happens. Leroy. Sure. Discard a land. I mean, I want to live with the Gale. Alright, fine. Just take the damage. Let's see what they do. See what they do. Gorebag does nothing as usual. The card is just basically a bear. Legendary bear. Play a big, dumb 5-drop for me, please. Raz! Resub, thanks so much. You're just gonna haunt main phase? Alright. It's weird. Play a land. Just like, alright, so isolation the token. We're drawn out. Man, we stink. Alright, so they have 4 on the battlefield. Just gotta attack. We have 3 lethal in 2 turns, so loot and draw a creature. Awesome. I think we're gonna play this island now. Just have the Gale up. I think we're at the point now where like we just want to make sure we stop their next play and kill them next turn. So I'm gonna throw away the land to loot, which I think is fine. Isolate the Hobbit. I guess they could like tap this. Maybe it's better actually. Because then they draw it again later. Yeah, I think that was wrong. I think you're right.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
Good catch. They tap my blockers. Yeah. We discard a Berserker. Play Boom Boom. Post-combat Flower in the White Tree and Protector of Gondor. Alright.
Get off my plate.
Flowering's pretty good here. They have 2 legends in play, obviously. Another Glorious Gale. Tilt. Alright, they have 7 cards. Well, they also only have 10 cards in their deck, too. So we could, like, try and just mill them out with the Survivor as well. The Haunt of Dead Marshes blocking. Right, I'm going to manage it to counter and mill. I just say go here, actually. Just deck them. Our attacks, they just block with this thing and recur it. And then our blocks are then kind of scarabs. Just say go. This card's good. Yeah, the card definitely, I definitely underrated this card a lot. Dill Boy resub, thanks so much. I can tap a thing, obviously, but I have 2 good blockers, so. Also very, very mana intensive. It's a lot of mana to spend on tapping stuff. They're gonna tap. They're gonna tap the mouth. Oh, I can't block this. That's cute. Sure. There's 6. They have 8 cards in deck. Heron Rider of Gondor.
Get off my plate.
Nope. Yes, and the ring loot is mandatory. So 5. Rise of the Witch King. Gas. Alright. What do we got in there? I can Schmeagle mill them. Oh, this is why are the fun decks always so good? Alright, so we sacrifice the whatever to get back Schmeagle. End step that mills 3. Actually to survive for 1 turn. Also generous, and yeah. So sacrifice the. Actually, I should sacrifice the 4/4. So they have 5 cards. This mills 3. I want to survive them also. So 1, 2, 3. I can't do that. So let's sack the 4/4. Yeah. Rise of the Witch King. Sack the 4/4 because this thing can't block the Nimble Hobbit, which is the important part. So there's a creature also. And I get back my Schmeagle. And then we, no attacks, say go. Schmeagle mills them. Ring Bearer is going to be their survivor. Get a land. We only mill 1. That's true. I'm sorry, yeah, I guess it's not every card, but they have 2 cards left, so. And again, the loot is mandatory. So, I think we're going to get our first mill kill here in Bronze Mythic. Mill kill the punk band. If I survivor them, didn't that win? They had 5 cards. They had 2 cards. They draw for 1 card. I mean, that's better. I don't know. My play's more fun though. Probably should be working. New sub. What's your name? Where you're from? You're a pile driver now. Welcome. Happy to have you. All right. Play Trebuchet. That's not bad actually. But they can tap too. I think we're still good here, right? So they get this is effectively 3 haste. They tap this. I can still block everything, though, so I think we're fine. They have 1 card left. I hope we're fine. Jeez. The thing is that as long as we leave them with a only creature that can attack being a ring bearer, they can't win because they'll die off the trigger. They tapped. They spent the mana on it, right? Trebuchet, tap 3. I think we're fine. What's going on? They cast this, have 3 left over. It's pretty good. White tree plus tokens. Tap that. And we need to... Most important thing we need to do is kill the Gorbag of Minas Morgul. So they have no orc next turn. So... I can just take the 3, right? I'm sorry. No, I can't. Never mind. Right. There's a rock, too. Can't take 6. So... They have 1 card left. They draw for turn. And unless they have some way to deal me 3 magically, if they attack with the Ring Bearer, I guess if they have a way to give the ring to something else for 3 or less mana, that would kill us. If his last card is a tempt card, they can put the ring on the trebuchet, attack, and then tap. Scry? That's a land. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So they can attack, and they can tap my blocker, but they have no cards, and the ring is a mandatory draw. So they died of a draw from the ring. That's a win, folks. Like that one. Woo! Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I've seen better, but... Keep. The Nazgul. The 9. Troll of Khazad-dûm. It's like in the graveyard. We watched Fellowship last night, and John was like, oh, that's the 6-mana creature, right? When they were in Moria. Alright, well, you draw land, obviously. We do have, like, Messenger, Balrog. We can do some stuff. They don't have anything, but... Son of a bitch. Alright, that's 8 cards. Actually, I can't even cast anything. Alright, I mean, maybe we were paying for the price for our greed here a little bit, but sure. You can draw a land or a land cycler. Well, now I got a discard, so that works, I guess. Yeah, and we have Bow Mashers and literally never draw it, so take the Nazgul and draw a land. It's an easy game. Navigator, Messenger, say go. Greed. Keeping a 2-hander on the play is definitely risky. I mean, you're going to have games where you just don't draw a land and die. Alright, we're going to get a Navigator here. I want to scry. Let's scry and see what we draw, actually, I guess. It's a land. We keep our land. We have Gandalf, Torment. We block it? Actually, I don't think we block. That's fine. No blocks. We have our Messenger, too, so...
What about second breakfast?
The impetus for keeping this hand was that if we draw any land, we have a scry and a creature. And then worst case, we can, like, Messenger, make a token, lash the Balrog, stay alive also. So here's Gothmog and a Pump. Interesting they would post-combat that. Let's Thoughtseize them and see what's up. Their hand is Claim the Precious, Double Balrog, Morgul Knife, Black Breath. Alright. I mean, sure. We just take Claim the Precious and, like, this is fine. Honestly, like... So... Say go. Pretty happy to block. Obviously, they might probably should kill it, I guess. They only have his kill spells anyway. So draw land, play Lash, attack for a bunch. We untap. We can set up for Downfall or Messenger or whatever else. They sort of have 5 kill spells. We draw land. I don't mind just lashing the Gothmog. Could also, like, Gandalf, block Gothmog. Not the most exciting, but there you go. Knife Wound, Lash, Black Breath. Black Breath is pretty bad against us. This card's a sideboard card, really. It's a very good sideboard card, best of 3, but best of 1. It's kind of a hard card to main deck. Like, you have a lot of looting, maybe, but... Gonna Knife Wound my creature, so that's dead, no problem. That's dead, no problem. Pay 2 life, decline. And we draw a Nazgul. So we can, like, Gandalf here, and then just block. And... Alright, so... We have Gandalf, we have Messenger, we should do Nazgul. We really want to cast the Nazgul with the Gandalf still in play. I could just see the Messenger Gandalf in combat, block and kill their Orc. They untap and just... I mean, they second main, just kill my Gandalf. That's a Black Breath there, too. Actually, that's kind of annoying. Let's just take, let's take 3. Take 3 and set up for Gandalf into Nazgul next turn. You can even, like, just deceive just to gain 3 life. I don't think I want to do that, though. It's a little greedy, but that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Post-combat Dunland. Now they have a 5 power creature. Alright, sure. Here's Gandalf. Untap. Shire Scarecrow. Let's play the Nazgul. Give it the ring. I think we might be in trouble here. And draw a card. It's kind of weird that Gandalf will be happy about a Nazgul getting the ring, but... Let me tell you. Play Shire Scarecrow, say go. They probably just kill my Nazgul. We can, like, Messenger the 5/5 and just, like, stay alive with it. I might kill this thing, too. Actually, I don't know what they're going to kill, so... Coach Chump Block if we have to, also. What's up, Brennan? Bacon. A Balrog. Alright, so we're going to kill the Nazgul. Okay. And come in with the Dunland. I think I'm just going to actually Messenger the Dunland and Chump Block the Orc. And then we're going to Downfall this next turn probably too. Because the Black Breath makes the 1/1 pretty worthless in play anyway. Scarecrow can block a Ring Bearer and stuff like that too, or whatever. Also, it's also a source of green, which you might want too. Yeah, I'm just going to Chash this in, I think. We got to block this with something, so... Three cards in their hand. We draw another land, which is not good. Alright. Do we play around Bombadil's song? Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. Sure. I freaking hate that card. I think it's pretty bad, but it's got this a few times, so whatever. So there you go. We're at 6 on a 6-turn clock. They're at 14 on a 7-turn clock. It'll help. Mediotic Brandybuck.
Let's find some food.
Crap. Alright, well, now I gotta just play Lance Go. Because I can't just give them food forever, so... Need to draw a spell. They obviously have all spells in their hand, which is not good for us. Hopefully they're all of the quality of the Black Breath and don't do anything. Take 1, down to 4. They're going to Desperate Rescue the Gothmog. That's not good. Yeah. Can we draw a spell, please? A Nazgul would be ideal. Or Swamp. We're just gonna play it. We have a regrowth in our deck too, so and card draw. I think we're just dead though. Opinion of the format so far? It seems fun. It's like fairly simple, but the flavor. I like that the a lot of the enjoyment and the complexity comes to the flavor in this set, which is kind of fun. It's been fun. It's been fun so far. Been enjoying it. Only, like, 15, 20 drafts in so far. Had to do a few off stream to get back to where I was after the ladder reset. Ugly Lens. They just like Leroy here. Am I just dead? Block this, block this. No, I'm not dead, I guess. Maybe have a turn or two maybe to draw a card, but I guess if they... I can't even block the Gandalf, really. They're going to pre-combat Black Breath to get the ring onto the Dunlin and loot. Not good. No, all the mental damage I'm taking is coming from the fact that we have 1,000 lands in play and no spells, so... Discard Swamp. And block Chump. Go to 2. Probably dead here. Can't do anything, so tough game. I mean, our keep was fine. We missed a land drop. Here's Generous Ent. I don't think that's enough. We get to gain 3. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is like the start of a comeback, but we go like runner, Generous Ents into something good, maybe, but this blocks this. Take 4. Gain. Go to 1. Mediotic Brandybuck and Peregrine Took.
Could have picked a better spot.
Alright. Make some foods, drawing cards. Yeah, they're really doing it now. Alright. Lock. Kill this. So like a second Generous Ent would give us another huge blocker and gain us some more life. Stay alive. So, or Swamp. That's good too. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? The old Mana Screw into Flood game, right? Remember, we missed our 3rd land drop this game. And then flooded. That's a classic Magic game. Hand's great keep. I forgot we even had a Bowmaster. Like, just totally forgot we even had it. So, play land. We have perfect mana, Survivor, Bowmaster. Life's good. And get a Farce. And Torment of Golem. Wow. Survivor into Torment of Golem is a nice curve. Rakdos, Rally. No problem. Land, Torment of Golem, Thoughtseize you. Their hand is Warbeast, Spearmaster, Rohirrim, Kirith Ungol Patrol.
Still a piece of garbage.
It's a pretty bad hand, honestly. Just a lot of like filler level commons. Take the best card, and then I guess go from there. Here's Spearmaster. And then, don't think we trade. Yeah, we have Bowmaster we don't trade, so. Oh my god, this is great. I mean, what a glorious hand to just say go with. Everything's a trap. Everything. We have Navigator plus Messenger. We have Gale plus Bowmaster. We've got every possible thing covered here. Bowmaster grows this thing to a 3/3. Kills a thing. Deceive the Messenger. More grows. Oh, it's great.
Poor predictable Bart always takes rock.
Going to combat. Moving. They're moving to attack position.
Inconceivable!
Nope. Never mind, just kidding. I was going to say go. Alright, so they have 2 5-drops and 2 mystery cards. Just get a Navigator, right? It's Flight of a Navigator. I want to conceal my Bowmaster, I think, for a trick. Yeah, this is good. Play Navigator. Wouldn't mind a land here, honestly, at the scry, I think, so. Let me just keep this. Land. Land allows for Bowmasters, Gale, and to see the Messenger? That's insane. I don't think we need all that, honestly. But actually, I might want to cast on offense. That's fine. I'm going to keep the land. So we're going to just swing, I think. Yeah, tricks? What do you got? They're going to Golems bite my Navigator. Sure. It's dead. Untap. Play a land. Attack for 2. Don't see how you could ever block here, but might even be wrong to his act, honestly, but take 2, sure. That's fine. So there you go. Because now, obviously, our Amasses can't make blockers. We have the Bowmaster and the Survivor to block with, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to Gale their thing anyway, and their attacks kind of suck regardless, so. Here at Uncle Patrol. I want to Gale this, or I want to Gale the Gargoyle. I think this thing definitely, so. Hit this bad boy. And they can pump. Their attacks are still pretty bad. Just going to say go. Don't want to play Bowmasters yet? I think I do. Play it. Play it, kill this. Pump this. And untap.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
What a card! Trying to draw an island here. We didn't, that's fun. Alright, we'll attack. They want to trade here, it's fine. We'll take it. Hands gassed up. Feeling pretty good about life. This thing can turn all of their shitters into cards. And they have plenty of them, so I think this is more important than the War Beast is. Good old Sultai. Getting it done. Sultai pile. War Beast of Gargaroth, short. Yeah, just a lot of comments here, you know. They're gonna attack. Doubt they're drawing cards, so I'm just gonna block. Makes our eating better too. Up there it is. Woo! What do we got in there? We got a generous Ent. It's pretty cool. Rise the Witch King, sacrifice the Survivor. And then and then we end, so we're gonna go Witch King. Attack with this. Rise the Witch King, get back my generous Ent. Sure. pretty obvious here, I think. But you give him a chance to block, you know? Nothing? Sure. That's fine. Let's do this. Then we're going to tap this for a green. And we're going to Rise of the Witch King, sack the Survivor, get back my Generous End. Card's fun. I like this card. Got a food, say go, 2 rule spells, a Nazgul, and a trick. I like our chances here. Just saying. Sure.
It is a gift.
Alright, so the ring temps, they don't really have a good ring bearer right now anyway, which is fine. It does look like our opponent tried to force Rakdos and just didn't get any good cards. Like, here's a little haste action. Still not very good. So, unfortunately, if I had a 6 power creature in play, I could shrink it to a 3 power and then block, but I can't block that, so that's fine. Take 4. How's the leg doing? What? Game 3. Shire Scarecrow, Nazgul. Now they have these like crappy blockers too, but it's funny is I could put the ring on the Orc army, but I actually want them to block it, so we're going to Nazgul Scarecrow, I think. Let's attack them both. We've been telling this story with this Orc attack for the last like 4 turns. Be a pretty sick bluff if we had it, but we don't. I mean, or if we didn't have it, but we do obviously. And they're gonna at this point you gotta just call, I think. So we get the messenger, deceive this, shrink it. Unfortunately, the way this card is worded is that if any other creature power 4 or greater dies, you mass Orcs too. So if you use a trick on it, it won't actually have 4 power when it dies. But this one, it specifically says whenever this or creature power 4 or greater dies, not just if any creature power 4 or greater dies. It's kind of annoying, actually. So this is a token, but it's fine. Let's do that. And then we might also just, like, Bitter Downfall the Rohirrim. Now we use our trick and our mana spent. We can, like, Isolation or Downfall this. 2/2, 1/1. They have a Golem's Bite. Now, yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. Just nice to go. They might actually flash us back, too. Alright, so ring temps. Put the ring on the Orc, perhaps? Alright, so we're going to downfall the Rohirrim because we can eventually isolation the army later. Open loot first and see what their thoughts are on that. This card is not great, but it is one of the few good answers to a big army, so. Alright, we draw Mouth of Sauron. They have 1, 2 sorceries. We've got 1,000. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have to block anyway, but we do want to cast the Mouth, right? They're trump blocking anyway. It doesn't actually change the math at all. Maybe I just play Scarecrow and Nazgul, actually. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to attack and play Scarecrow. The thing is that playing Mouth right now doesn't actually change the clock at all. Making our 4/4 into an 11/11, like, doesn't really change anything. So, I'm just going to chill. They're going to trump block. They're doing that anyway. So, we would have gotten it for 1 more point of damage, but, like, also put all of our eggs in one basket, too, which I think is unnecessary here, so. Play this, play Nazgul.
Leader's right, as the Nazgul flies. And you better hope we don't have one of those on our tail.
So 13-6, looking pretty good. Spearmaster, yeah. Just like, Rakdos is obviously probably the best color combination in the format. But you can't just like have a deck full of commons. You still gotta draft the deck that's open, you know? It's not like a free pass if you're Rakdos, you just win. So, Having the 3/2, they loot. They have 1 card left. We have lethal right now. Yeah, no blocks. Salt-Eye Garbage is going off right now. We're doing the thing. Another blocker? No. Just gonna go for lethal. Tax. I'm not gonna isolation because if they have, I guess they're just like super dead, right? I can't picture a card they could have here. I'll just do it. Whatever, sure. It's very hard to imagine a card that survives them here. So, with the 3 lethal attackers, works for me.
Game. Blouses.
Nice to make some progress, you know? Money match, folks. 6 and 2. Our last round of a draft. Our hand is ugly. 5-drop, 5-drop, 4-drop, 4-drop. We got a mulligan. We can't keep this. Later, Sky Hoshkubus. Yeah, we can't keep his hand. We need to draw running lands to do actual anything, so we're going to mulligan here, unfortunately. Mulligan into a good hand. Alright, sweet. We like this. Keep this. Opponent mulligans also, very kind of them. The question is, what do we bottom? I think it's Lash. I want to go kill something, play this. So, let's bottom a Lash. We do have a Bowmaster to go with the Lash, but like I think that this is the kind of hand where it's just like a great 7 with no good card to get rid of, but this is the worst card of the bunch. So having Bowmaster for our final game is pretty nice. And I bought a mulligan also, which is super kind too. Kamigawa Swamp, sure. Survivor. Oh my god. Wow.
You are full of surprises, Mr. Baggins.
What a draw. This card's been great. I gotta take this card higher. This card's really good. Alright. Glorious Gale. Man, we are really killing it now. Don't attack for 1? We're gonna leave up Bowmasters and Glorious Gale. And attack for 1. Don't need to do both, I don't think, so. Good Ring Bearer? Yeah, it's sure. Yo, bro. Alright, so we're gonna have Bowmaster, their Bowmaster, I guess. Is there a time? I want to make sure it dies so I have his card draw spell, so whatever, fine. Fellow Chucker, eh? Alright, take up. Haunt of the Dead Marshes, and they're playing Mardu. Mardu. Alright, draw me a land. Take this game to the house. Lord Revealed and Survivor is a real nice pair of cards. I think this spell-based stuff seems really, really good. Just like anything involving a lot of spells, you know? Alright, don't draw a land, that's fine. Just say go with Glorious Gale up, it's totally fine. Armardudu. What a mix of lands here. M19, Ixalan, and Kamigawa. They like their color washes, you know? All yellow, all reds, all purples. Snarling Warg, good enough for me.
Get off my plane.
Not amazing, but good enough for me to kill. Alright, so we draw the land. And we are off to the races. Thankfully, I killed their Bowmaster. Gandalf, Friend of a Shire, lands, Willow Wind, good to go.
War will make corpses of us all.
Theoden!
War will make corpses of us all.
Yeah, we just said that. Double strike for the 1/1, and they're going to attack. You got me. Take 1. 2, sorry. Play a Swamp. Just cast Willow Wind, right? Like, Gandalf next turn. Want to get the Scry going too, so let's fire us up. Here's Willow Wind. And we're going to look at Isolation of Orthanc and a land. Is Isolation of Orthanc better than a random card? That is the question. I think it is, yeah. And we'll just say go. We also have the Wombo combo of Isolation plus mill the card if we're like desperate for that. So feeling pretty good here. I'm not gonna lie. Muster the Rohirrim. Very thematic. Here comes a double striking Theoden. We can just trade with our Willowwind? I don't make Answer Ring Bearer. Someone gave Theoden the ring? That's a good idea, honestly. Seems a little shady. Alright, so in for 3. Downfall or Orthanc up. Probably need to... We'll see what happens, obviously, as far as Theoden goes, but... Theoden currently a 2-3 without double strike, obviously, so just hard to block, but not that bad. Make way for the king! Uruk-hai Berserker. This is going to give the ring to someone. Stays on Theoden. Alright, I mean... I think Gandalf can block Theoden here. If they have a trick, whatever, it's fine, but... they draw a card. We'll deal 1. Yeah, Bowmasters versus the Ring is actually insane. I didn't even, like, come to that conclusion, but obviously it's pretty insane. I'm gonna kill this, pump the Orc. And now I can just block with the Survivor and the Orc, too. I don't even need to risk Gandalf. Wow. Damn!
Good old Rock. Nothing beats that.
Alright, so... Not even risking Gandalf there. At the cost of a single Orc. No problem. The Rise of the Witch King. Nothing in the graveyard. Alright, so... I have double removal spell up. I've got Bowmaster. I've got a Flyer. And yeah, all sorcery spells... have flash. That's also a word. There's words on these cards, folks. I can't read them, but maybe you can. All right, attack for 3. Say go. I'm gonna play a land, so I have access to all my both my spells at once. Look at that. I also we have the green also. The problem, of course, is we have nothing in the graveyard to get back, but you know. You can sack a thing and then bring that thing back, but... Alright, so... Move to combat. I'll do it for him. Wrong button. Sure. I mean, I'm just going to make very simple blocks here, I think. And... we'll probably just kill this. My isolation. Actually, that's a bad isolation target. Probably better downfall. Let's see what they do. These blocks look great for us, so let's see what happens. They got tricks. We have retricks, obviously. They're going to Golem's Bite my Gandalf. That is going to succeed. I think this is fine. It's actually kind of awkward because... Can I float... Can I float a green in... No, it doesn't work either. We can just, like, sack the Gandalf. The problem is that I want to kill this. I mean, I don't want them to sacrifice this to the Rise of the Witch King. Oh, and it's another. Okay, sure. So we'll just downfall the Rohirrim. And then... They have more tricks? They're going to downfall my Willowwind. That actually gives me the window that I wanted, so... I'll do it. Hold on. What do I do here? We could isolate Berserker and just keep Gandalf alive. That's fine. We'll just do that, I guess. Whatever, sure. This is fine. Let's do this. Alright, so that's dead, that's dead, that's dead, that's dead. And now they've got actual nothing. And our board is fine. This works. Spider, can't play that one. We should attack with these two. I guess... I kind of want to be able to rise at instant speed. If they play a creature. I'm going to leave this back. Milling. It's fun. I actually might mill myself with the Survivor. But let's attack for a 3. Say go. Next turn they can Berserker, give it the ring, and then raid the marshes. Oh my god. Alright, well. Good thing we left this thing up, right? Here's Shadowfax. I guess like with no cards in hand, Shadowfax isn't even that bad. But here's Shadowfax. So we're gonna end step Rise of the Witch King, sack the Bowmasters, return my flyer, and scry too. Scry 2. Mouth of Sauron. Hello.
We are sitting on a field of victory, enjoying a few well-earned comforts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they've got 1, 2. They have 2. I could obviously mill their creature, but whatever. Like, they're almost just dead here too. Yeah, whatever. Just freaking no wraths, right? Alright. Make it work. It's a 5/5. Say go.
Guess that concludes negotiations.
That's what I'm talking about. 7 wins. We needed that one, folks. After that last draft, oh my god, you missed the last episode. I don't even want to tell you to go watch it on YouTube, honestly. It was pretty bad. But that was great. And Crappy Sultai gets there. Let's hop on over to untap.gg, as we always do, to check our stats. Check all your stats for free. Download it for yourself. Untap.gg. Use the link in chat or description. And let's hop on over here. We went 7-2. Let's get over to limited real fast. And we can see here, Sultai Pile gets it done. And this deck was definitely a little bit on the ugly side, but the power was here. I think there's just a lot of power in this sort of like spell-based archetype anyway. Survivor was great. You know, Glorious Gale is pretty good. Torrent of Gollum, Bitter Downfall, Isolation, you know, a bunch of spells. Lorien Revealed's great, honestly. Mouth of Sauron's great. And then our green splash was odd, but reasonable. Double Ent. I like that we took the Ent early in the draft to kind of leave our doors open for a deck like this. I think it's a very, very important thing to be able to do in drafts, kind of give yourself as many possible avenues as possible. And Double Ent Rise of the Witch King ended up being really, really good. Gollum was pretty good too, which is sweet. And deck was cool. Obviously playing Revive the Shire and Mirkwood Spider and Mirror Guardian on the splash is not the ideal deck. But yeah, that was sweet. 7 wins. Let's take it. So episode 14 in the books. Episode 15 is coming up. I think we're no longer on pace for the under. We've been a pretty torrid run at this point, but we'll see what we can do. All right. So YouTube focus off you. Like, comment, subscribe. Episode 15 on streams coming up. Don't go nowhere.